To validate the model, we need to develop Model 1 using the training dataset and then run the test dataset through Model 1. Read the clothing underscore data underscore driven underscore training dataset as clothing underscore train and the clothing underscore data underscore driven underscore test dataset as clothing underscore test. Load the required package, if necessary, using library open and close parenthesis C50. Run the training dataset through C5.0 to obtain Model 1 using the code given here. Then save the result as C5. You may refer to this syntax. Next, subset the predictor variables from the test dataset into their own data frame by using this syntax. The subset command takes input x equals clothing underscore test to specify what object to subset. For our case, we are subsetting from the clothing underscore dataset. The select input specifies the names of the variables to subset from the data. We are subsetting all three predictor variables, so we give the names of those variables in double quotes and list them inside a C command. We save the resulting dataset as test.x. Now we are ready to run the test data through the training data model. We refer to this syntax. The predict command requires as input the model you are using to make predictions, labeled objects, and the data you are using to make the predictions, labeled new data. In our case, we are using C5 from the training dataset as our model and the predictor variables from the test dataset. The input of the predict command when using a C5 model as the object is a list of predicted target variable labels, one for each record in the test dataset. We save this series of predictions under the name wipered. Since the response variable in C5 model has values 0 and 1, the contents of wipered will be 0 or 1 values for each record in the clothing underscore test dataset. Now that we have predictions, we can compare them to the actual income values in the test dataset. We do this using a table. You may refer to this command. We build the table itself using a table command followed by the target variable from the test dataset clothing underscore test dollar response for the row and predicted target variable values wipered for the columns. For clarity, we add row and column names to the table to differentiate between the actual and predicted values. We use row.names to name the rows actual 0 and actual 1, and column names to name columns predict 0 and predict 1 in order to make the resulting table as readable as possible. The add margin command, as we have seen before, adds a total row and column. The resulting table is equivalent to the first table in this session.